Have you ever put a dream on hold, waiting for the right moment to start? I've been thinking about that question a lot here lately, and I'm realizing that it's time that I start doing instead of thinking all the time. So here I am, writing books, taking adventures, and starting a YouTube channel. If you've ever wanted to figure out what you want to do for the next chapter of your life, I hope you'll come along on my journey with me. Hey there, I'm Michelle. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I just thought I'd take a few minutes and kind of talk about who I am and why I'm starting this YouTube channel. And so first of all, I am a full-time author with a side gig as school librarian and part-time bookseller. I work at a school here in our town, and I just recently got a job as a bookseller at our local independent bookstore. And both jobs I thoroughly love, but I also love writing too. So as you get to know me, you'll see how much I truly do love writing. And I'm all about books. I am so much about books. I have been a reader since I was a young child, and I suppose that's probably why I chose to start writing books myself, because I always felt that that was my best way to express myself. I do write stories about friendships, as you'll see with my sweet romance books in particular. I do have women in those books that are midlife, later in life, and they all are interconnected in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to try to go into too much detail right now because I want to talk about that more another time. I do like talking about hope in my books. Hope has always been something that I've held on to in my own personal life. And second chances, then, I think we all deserve second chances. And so I love having that as a theme in my books. So why did I start a YouTube channel? Well, several years ago during COVID, I started a YouTube channel. I started this one actually, and I actually had a video up that I deleted out because it was not a very good one, and I wanted to start fresh. And I realized that back then I was not ready to start it. And not too long ago, in the last few months, I was skipping around on YouTube, and I found a video by another YouTuber that was encouraging somebody my age to start a YouTube channel. And then I noticed as I started watching his videos that I was seeing more and more other videos from women, and in particular, I think there was another man, but mostly women who were my age, older, who were starting YouTube. And so my little brain went off, and I started thinking about maybe I should do that. I am starting this last, another chapter in my life. My children are grown and gone, and so they're moving on with their lives, and it's time that I kind of start really living for myself here. So anyway, I will probably focus more on, as far as like what videos I'm going to have here on YouTube, I'm going to focus on my own books, of course. I will do behind the scenes kinds of things. I will take you a little bit along on the journey, like from editing and publishing and all that fun stuff. It is a lot of work. I don't think sometimes people realize how much work there truly is behind all of this. Of course, I want to share some books that I've read. I won't necessarily spend a whole entire video doing book reviews, but every once in a while I'll throw one out there and say, hey, you should read this book. I do want to share some of my adventures, my trips. I like to get out and do some day trips, and I've been taking a little trip up north in my home state here every summer just to spend some time on a lake, and I will share more about that later. And then, of course, there's life. I've just recently come out of a pretty eventful couple, 3 weeks, almost, well, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. And so I have a story there to tell. As you'll see, I love to tell stories, if nothing else. I tell students, my students always laugh at me in the library. Do you want to hear a story? And they're always yes, 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 yes. So, so I love to tell stories, and most of the time people love to hear them. So that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing here. I do want to thank you for hanging out with me here a little bit for this short little video. I do want to ask a question before I go, though. What is one dream that you stopped waiting to start? I would love to hear what you have to say. So if you could comment in the bottom below this video, I would love to hear your comments or your thoughts. And if my story resonated with you, if you like what you heard here today, I would love it if you would follow me, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next video.